A consistent question I get asked is, does the type of ergo change the way in which a rower moves? Now, the study I reviewed looked at 9 national rowers rowing on a Concept 2 static and dynamic and an RP3 at rate 20, while they measured the movement and the muscle activity. Interestingly, the static ergo did have a longer dry phase and less recovery, and there was a much more of a compressed position at the catch, while also the quads were working significantly harder than both the dynamic ergos. Now, you might be asking the question why that might be the case. On a static ergo, we know that there were larger braking forces because you have to bring the entire body to a standstill and reverse it in direction. Well, on a dynamic, you're both braking the machine and yourself, so there's actually a little bit less of a braking force, and that reversal of force is a little bit easier. Now, the important bit is both the Concept 2 dynamic and the RP3 had fairly similar outputs from this. Now, one of the big takeaways is that ergos aren't necessarily interchangeable when we're looking at it from a movement mechanics perspective. From a physiological perspective, they probably are. But we know that static, there's a much greater need to control body mass and the drive impulse, while the dynamic ergo may have greater rhythm and connection. So selecting the ergo for the intended outcome in terms of what you're trying to overload in a movement perspective is going to be the key determining factor of which one to use. Now, if you're interested in this article and the other two we have this month, click on the link in our bio and you can get access to them through our website.